Hello everyone, I'm Monia Gates. I'm the artist behind Color My Dreams. Today we're going to do wood, the fur and the handle. So nice to see so many of you here. Welcome. I'm going to start with the wood. I've created some texture that I will show you just now. I've also added a knot so that you can use it for future when you're coloring wood. But in the basic drawing we just have the little knots. I just want to zoom in a little bit. Can everyone hear me okay? Okay, I've given the list in the groups that's doing the event in Friends Who Color and in Color My Dreams in the Color Along event. You'll see that I've matched the colors with the polychromos pencils as well, but I'll be using the Prismacolors again as usual. You know me, I love my Prismas. Hi everyone, nice to see so many of you here. Okay, so let's start. First I'm going to start with the black, PC935. And first I just need to enhance everywhere where we've done the lines and the texture and the shadow area. So because the light is coming from the left hand side, the metal will cast the shadow here right below the metal rim. So I'm just drawing some lines here. The whole wood you will be coloring in drawing lines. It will not be circular movements at all, because you want to create that grain effect of natural wood. And also because I've got two panels, you will have a wood casted in between the two panels. I'm also just going to show you, I want to create, let me just explain to you here. See here I've got like a little chip that's come out of the wood, just to create more texture, to give a more lifelike feel to your wood, because you've got bumps standing out and this is a chip out of the wood, and then you have the knot. And then also here's the rings in a natural wood plank. But I've gone for a weathered look, so it's not a smooth blank. Like sometimes in certain drawings, for example doors, you will have like a smooth finish. But I wanted to show you how much texture you can create by just using the darks and the lights and the shadow areas in the correct places. Okay, so back to where we're coloring. So I'm doing the shadow in between the planks now, and also the shadow at the top where the rim will cast the shadow onto the wood. First, you can just go lightly and you can darken it afterwards. Hi Renata. Hi everyone. Okay, so for everyone that just joined us now, I'm starting with the wood. The wood I'm doing is a fully textured weathered look. You do get some smooth finishes in wood as well, but I've gone for the weathered look to show you how to create some texture with the shadows and the lights by just placing them in the right places. So here you have a chip out of the wood, and here will be bumps on top of the wood. I've added a knot, but I'll show you how to do that just for future when you want to color that, and the rings that you do get in wood as well. So all I've done now is I've just taken the black sofa and darken where the shadow will be casted onto the wood, but you will color the wood by drawing lines to keep the texture of the wood grain, because wood always have grain. Doesn't matter if it's smooth or textured wood. So now I've added the shadow in between my two planks on the shield. There's my bumps that I've just darkened. I've got, I'm going to put the chip out of the wood. So you just draw like an H. Then because your shadow is on the side, that will be the lighter side, but it's not just straightforward light. You will have a lighter edge and then darken it just after the lightened edge. Okay, so here I've just added a knot so that you can use it for future reference when you're coloring other images. So it's just straightforward. You draw a circle. And it doesn't have to be straight lines. You can draw a little bit squiff. It's all natural wood, so not everything in nature is not straight lines. So you can just do it freehand. You don't need to take out your ruler. It's just Hi Anne, welcome. When you're doing the bump, you'll see you will have a shadow on the bottom side so that it can stand out once we start coloring. And here we have created the chip. You will have your dark area there and just leave it at that. Okay, next I'm going to go in with chocolate, PC1082. Now we're going to add some color. But still, as you can see, I'm just drawing lines. Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you, Pam. And again, the colors are up to you. If you want it a little bit more brown, you can just add more browns to it. I've just gone for the weathered grey darker look just for this image, but you can just add a little bit more reddish browns and a little bit more lighter browns if you prefer. This one is dark brown, PC946. I'm turning my pencil the whole time because I don't want to lose the tip on the pencil. If you do things like hair and wood grain, you don't want your pencil to go blunt completely. So you'll see that you keep on turning the tip. It's just a small for when I'm coloring. So I'm drawing on the side and then turn it again. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Ryan. Next is Terracotta PC944. Hi, Sherry. Welcome. Next is our mineral orange, PC1033. Thank you, Ray. Next is beige sienna, PC. Now we're adding lighter colors. So you want to have your light next to your shadow areas. So still in a lines, drawing lines, you still keep on adding your lights. Hi, Natalie. Welcome. So nice to see you. Thank you, Paula. Okay, next is dark brown, PC946. So I'm just working the darks back into the shadow areas. So for the little bumps, that's awesome, Paula. I can't wait to see what you do. For the bumps, I'm just darkening the shadow and then also just putting some dark onto the grain before the bump is there so that they can stand out some more. Mum, the buffaloes will probably start next week. I will be streaming for them, and they will be doing lips, and then I will take it from there. Lizzie, but on the charts I do give you the options of the polychroma, so please feel free to use them. Next we're gonna use the black again, PC935. If you do get, I also have a set of polychromas. I do love them as well. So I'll probably be doing some more tutorials with them in future. So now I'm just adding the black in the shadow areas. Next, I'm using Eggshell PC140. Hi, Nichols. Welcome. Nice to see you. Now we're just brightening up some of the highlights. So on the bump you need to highlight the tips so that you can see them better. That is exactly what I'm going to do, Niska. The next one is a male, and I will be doing facial hair after we completed this one. I thought that would be a good tutorial. Next is the burnt ochre PC943. I'm just adding a little bit of more brown to it. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Paula. Next is the grey-green light, PC289. Just lightening some of the highlighted areas. And then for the ultimate highlights or the lightest highlights, I use blue skylight PC1086. And that you just need to give it a little bit more definition. Next is black, PC935, and now we're just finishing it off. We're really darkening the bottom of the metal. Sherry, I will go and have a look just after the stream and see what is going on there. Okay, but I will let you know. So we're just accentuating the grains. And that's it. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Mom. Okay, next up is the fur. I just want to take out the fur colors so that I don't use the wrong colors and everybody's cross with me for using different colors. Yes, it's awesome. Hi, Sherry. And that's it. Okay, now we're going to do the fur. I'm going to start with the white, but I just need to sharpen it quickly. Right, do you play at all? Yes, I think my son will also chase me out. Oh, that's nice that you keep the troublemakers at bay. That's really cool. Okay, with the fur, we're going to start with the lightest area first. Now, similar to the wood grain, hold on a second, let me explain. Similar to the wood grain, we are going to create the texture, but this time not in straight lines, it will be in curved and shaped lines. Okay, so first of all, you need to get the shapes. Okay, and fur normally, let me just try and zoom in a little bit more. See if I can get it a little bit closer. Hi Mandy, so nice to see you here. Welcome. Fur normally have almost like little bushes, but they come to a tip. So they mostly, or to create a nice texture for fur, it's very easy if you create a, where the tips come together. Because it's almost like they're clogging up. And that gives you nicer texture to shade in between. Hi Kat, welcome, nice to see you. Hi Kirsty, welcome. Sherry, no, I don't think so. I don't think they are numbered in order. Okay, so now I've just created the way that the fur is falling. Or the direction that I want the fur to fall. And here at the top, they normally stand out a bit, or up a bit. Okay, and all I did is this pencil that I've just used was the grey green light, PC1076-90 289. So now you've got your basic lighter section, or the area of the fur that will catch the light. Now we're going to go in and you shade the bottom section will have different colors to the top section where the light will fall, because when coloring images, because I've got light coming from the left hand side, you always have to keep that in mind. Doesn't matter what you color on the page, so you must carry it right through, right to the end. Okay, next I'm going to use the Sunburst Yellow PC917. And just to get the yellow into the highlights area where my light is coming from. So here where the light falls from the left hand side onto the face, the fur will also catch some of the sunlight. Next, we're going to use Mineral Orange PC1033. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of yellow, orange, just to get a warmer shadow on the top section. So this is again an underlaying color, underlayer color. Lizzie, no, it's not on top of the yellow. It is below the yellow. It's in the more shadowy area. Okay, let me see if I can zoom in even a little bit more so that you can see it better, like that. See if that works better for you. So you've got the tip of the shape that I've created is the grey-green light, then the yellow, and then you have a little bit of orange in the shadowy area. Okay, next is 70% French grey, PC1074. Now you must also remember to bring the shadow in between your fly-off hairs. So I'm just darkening the shadow there so that your fly-off hairs here can stand out still. So now I'm darkening the shadow areas of the shape. Oh, thank you so much, Mandy. And now I'm just darkening below each and every shape and slightly on over the shape that we've drawn earlier. Kirsty, you can do it with Prismas as well. I've given all the codes that you can use. You must just go for it. Give it a try. Sorry, I didn't mean Prismas with the polys. I mean, sorry. You can use polys as well. Next is 90% French grey PC1076. Now we're darkening the shadows even more to create more depth. No, Sherry, you must also just go for it. The best way is just go for it and do it. Kirsty, that's brilliant. I think that's a good idea. Get another one. Next is dark brown, PC946. I'm just adding a little bit more brown because some of the furs have a little bit more brown to them. Thank you so much, Abby. No, Sherry, you will do it justice. Next up is chocolate, PC1082. Yes, Mandy, that's brilliant. Just have fun. Hi, Jennifer. So nice to see you here. Welcome. Next is beige sienna, PC1080. Next is cream, PC914. Is there another one, Jennifer? No, right, don't give up. Just keep on going. Most importantly, have fun. Okay, next I'm going to add some black, PC935, and that will mostly just be here at the bottom, in the more shadowy side of her fur. Okay, next is 70% French grey, PC1074. just to give it the definition back a little bit, and then we're just going to highlight them again. Oh, thank you so much, Mandy. Yes, the Patreon is live and up and running. And yes, we're going to start the first stream next week. Next is Grey Green Light, PC289. Now I'm just highlighting the tips. Lizzie, no, these will still be carrying on. The patrons will be doing different things, like I've given them a page and I will give them a tutorial on that page. Then on the next tier they can choose whatever they want to learn on that page via poll, and the next tier they can choose whatever they want to learn, and then I will do a separate page like I did with the eyes, draw it for them and give them in-depth tutorial on that. And next is PC938. My white is a bit short. Yes, I'm just waiting for the extender, Sherry. I've ordered one. Yes. Thank you, Kenny, for all your support, and thank you for becoming a patron. But there is a couple of you that's patrons, I saw. So that's it for the first. So it's quick and easy. You get your textures and that's it. Yes, so true, Sherry. Okay, next up, we're going to do the flat leather handle. Yes, you too, Bam, and thank you so much for becoming a patron. and Paula and Sherry. There's a couple of you here that's here. That's my patrons. So I've decided on, wait, let me just first show you. Okay, so I've decided on flat leather straps. So I'm creating the leather look and feel, but without the stitching. It's very easy to create leather texture when it's like a rough grain or there's studs. When there's studs, it's easy to show how it indents into the fabric, and it's very easy with white stitching. So I've decided on the flat leather straps to show you the slight light that it will cast, but it still gives you that flat strap look. And thank you, Jennifer. I saw. It's wonderful to see you all there. And I must say thank you to everybody that became patrons that's here. I really appreciate it. Hi, Ria. Welcome. So nice to see you here. Okay, let me just zoom in a bit again, and I just want to take out all the colors again. And we will have lots of fun and lots of tutorials and lots of learning. Okay, I'm just quickly taking out my pencils again. And hopefully boost confidence as well. Lizzie, the patrons, I will stream live, but I will give you the link, so it will be similar to YouTube. If you're not live with me, you can still go back and look at it, but it's only for the patrons, the links that I will be sharing. Hi, Della. Welcome. So nice to see you here. Okay, so we are ready. Let me just zoom in again. Congratulations, Ray. Okay, so first I'm going to start with the white. I'm just adding white on this side. So it's the shadow side, but because the light is shining so bright, you will have a cast off on both sides because it's coming more from behind and from the left hand side. So you will still have a little bit of light reflection on your right hand side. So again, because we're doing this image with a very strong light coming from the left hand side, that's why again you need to keep it in mind when doing the handle as well. Mandy, yes, light sources are really interesting because it's not just straightforward as light is from the left hand side, shadow area is in your right hand side. Yes, sometimes it is, but you need to have a very dark room with one spotlight shining on you. But because we're dealing with nature and with so many aspects, that if you want to have it realistic looking, then it is definitely there's different light plays that falls onto objects. But now you'll see I'm extending the light on the left hand side a little bit more than on the right hand side. And I will create a warmer light on the left hand side than on the right hand side. Oh, this one is Cream PC914. And the first one was white. And the white was 938. Hi, guys. So nice to see you here. Ah, so you are watching in between your students. That's so great. And now you must also take in consideration you have the light source that's coming from the left. You have a light casting on the right. So it's a play of light that's casting from her, or because it's so bright coming from the back of the object. Then you also have to still create definition on the objects in the shadow area. That's where the play comes in, shadows in shadow areas. Good morning, Kat. So nice to see you. Welcome. Hi, Loretta. So nice to see you. So now I'm just highlighting the lighter areas in the shadow area. I hope that makes sense. Okay, next up is Eggshell PC140. Now I'm warming up the left-hand side shadow. Or not the shadow, the light. And just a little bit on my right hand side. Not a lot, just right next to the white. Oh, thank you, Kat. Okay, next is Sunburst Yellow PC917. Next is cadmium orange hue, PC118. Now we're moving across with the warmer colors. Next is mineral orange, PC1033. And we're warming up some more. But now we're moving over to more browny colors. Now my mineral orange I'm going to use for my highlights in the shadow area. So it's a shadow color on the light hand side, and it's a light highlight color for my shadow area. Hi Barbara, nice to see you here. Welcome. So now I'm doing my highlights with the mineral orange in the shadow area. So you go over your highlighted areas. Next is pumpkin orange, PC1032. Next up is Sienna Brown, PC945. So now we're moving over to more browny colors. Sherry, yes, I did. I colored one of Anastasia's images for the Faces for Charities one, and I'm gonna soon color one of Laura's images, a Sweet Pea dragon page of hers. Because we did a color along, and she colored one of mine, and I will soon be coloring one of hers live as well on live stream on a Wednesday. Next is Beige Sienna, PC1080. So now I'm just going over the light areas on the darker side. Yes, Barbara, we did the wood first. Yes, I also love Laura's work. It's really brilliant. I love her soft faces. Yes, Amy, we all need to support each other. At the end of the day, it's all one big community, and there's always space for everyone. So I think it's good to support everybody. Thank you for being here, Irina. It's so nice of you to have been here. Good night and sleep tight. Is it done, Irina? This very nice that you've been here, Tanirina. Lekker slaap, Tannie. It's Bertha's mum. Yes, Kat, I think it's sometimes it's best to first just watch it live and then color it afterwards. Because you can get quite busy in the chats and then you might miss a color or something. I think it's difficult to color it while it's live. But there is people that do it. I take my hat off to them because that is really a gift. This was the terracotta PC944, Lizzie. Welcome back, Pam. Next is Black Raspberry PC1095. Who here is coloring it live? Good night, Agnieszka. Thank you for being here. Really means a lot to me. Have a good rest. Wow, Lizzie, you and Joyce. That's awesome. Yes, Jennifer, I saw yours the other day. You guys are really brilliant. Yes, that's very impressive. Now I'm just adding in the shadow that the top strap will cast onto the bottom ones and the middle one will cast onto the back one. So now you create definition within your straps. That's awesome, Sherry. And that's great, Amy. You must please post it on my group too. I also want to see. This one in my hand is the Black Raspberry PC1095 still. And here again, the top one will cast a shadow onto the middle ones. So now your shadow will be from both sides. Oh, thank you, Rai. Yes, Lisa also does that, Sherry. You're quite right. Okay, guys, enjoy your teaching. Is your student there already? Thank you, Kat. Bye, Berta. Next up is Terracotta PC944. Now I'm just getting some brown colors straight over everything in the middle. Just like that. Okay, next is Sepia PC948. Now we enhance the shadows. This is where you can really see it come together better. I like it when all the dark shadows goes in. Yes, Mandy, just like that. Just go over everything. Now, your darkest area on the straps will be, see where the lightest or the darkest area on the sword is, you will carry that line through right across your sword handle. So the sword handle will have the same dark area than on the metal. So now I'm giving a shadow right in the middle of the handle. thank you, Sonia. Thank you, Kenny. Oh, thank you, everyone. Okay, so now you have a mid-tone shadow. Now we must carry it through with more darker colors. So I'm adding dark brown, PC946. Thank you, Kenny. Yes, you can leave it at this, but I've just darkened it slightly more, but you can leave it if you like this more reddy brown color. That's why there's no rules. You can do whatever you feel like doing. Oh, thank you, Barbara. The fur really went quick. You can ask everyone. But you've seen it, I think. And it's easy. It's not difficult. Next up is black PC935. Now I'm enhancing the shadow line. Now I'm just going over the lines. And now we create more definition on the straps with the black. Thank you, Barbara. But yeah, it's I normally do my nails just before I go on. Try to keep it nice and tidy. Okay, now we need to get some lighter shading onto the edges of it. Yes, that's very true, Mandy. But I somewhat do it myself. I do the nails myself. Oh, awesome, Kat. You must show me. Post them to Color My Dream so I can see. And yes, Sherry, I'm also the same. Uh, my nails are normally not this nice and done. I have to really do it. Next is Beige Sienna, PC1080. Now, when I used to work a 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 job, we worked with lots of customers, and then me and my friend just decided to start doing it ourselves. So I've been doing my nails for a while now for myself. It was getting too expensive going to the nail technician the whole time for us. Because in my job, we were working with lots of like pallets and all sorts, and so the nails would break all the time. Next up is Burnt Ochre, PC943. So now I'm just going over the highlighted areas or the highlighted lighter areas in the shadow area to enhance them a little, and then move over to the shadow area in the light section. Thank you, Mandy. And thank you, Joyce. Bye bye. Hope you have a lovely day and evening. Next is Chocolate, PC1082. Now I'm just shading in the darkest bits of the shadow area into the lighter section. Now I'm going to go in with black again, PC935. Next up is Mineral Orange, PC1033. So now I'm just finishing off the right hand side light section. And on the left hand side where the shadow area begins. Just to give it a little bit more warmth. Cat, I normally use like a medium pressure. I try to hold my pencils further back because sometimes I do get heavy-handed. Mandy, the fingers I will still carry on next week, and the hand, and then start on the background, and hopefully we can finish it by next week Wednesday, so then the whole page will be finished. And thank you, Paula. Oh yes, Kat, that would be awesome. I think you must definitely create a story for us. Next is Sunburst Yellow, PC 917. I'm just bringing in some warm color over the orange. And now I'm using Cream PC914. So now just before the white, where the light catches the handle, you just want to enhance the straplets, the relief where it stands up. And the light will catch the bottom section here and here. Oh yes, Kat, you must please post it in my group. I would really love to add it to the image. Yes, Kat, she does have a name. Her name is Hilda. That means fighter. It's one of the Viking names that I looked up. Most of the pages that I name, I normally name them after something in relation to the image, or I try to. The next color is Indigo Blue, PC901. So now you're wondering, why do we add blue? I normally add blue to the shadow areas again, but because we're using complementary colors and there's lots of orange and orangey browns in the handle, I use the blue to enhance the shadows and also to complement it so it will stand out more. And you'll see as soon as you add it, you can't really see with all the lights being on, but you will see the difference that it will make to the colors on the page. No problem, Mandy. And that's it for today. So we've done everything. I think it's time for our page giveaway. Let me just zoom out so you can see the whole page. All my charts. Thank you so much, Mandy. Okay, are we going to do a random number again? And pleasure. Are you having trouble with layering, Renee? Do you have the paper that we're using? You are also welcome. And thank you all so much. And thank you all for being here. Okay, those of you that would like a page, you know that there's a Spooktober coming up, so soon there will be new pages for the Spooktober huge event in October. You must all look out for that. So choose numbers between 1 and 100, so you can. Renee, if are you light-handed or heavy-handed? You can PM me. I will give you some tips. Okay, you guys can choose numbers. Guys, all the numbers in. Last chance for numbers. Okay, everyone ready? $61. The winners or the winning number is 61. Who's closest? Okay, right. You won. Congratulations. Well done. You can PM me and then with your email address, and you can have a look at my shop and see if there's something that you like and tell me which page you would like. Who was 56? Mandy. Mandy, you can also get a page. I will give both of you. Just PM me and then tell me which page you would like. And thank you everyone for being here. And bye-bye. Thank you so much, and thank you for everybody that became patrons this week. I really appreciate it. And thank you for my mods, my mom Natalie and my cousin. Thank you for helping me out. It's really great of you guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Good night or good day.